Hi friends, this is Jody. You're back at Wendy's Crafting Friends in case you don't know how you got here. I am today going to do a tutorial for 5 pairs of earrings. So there's a few things that, like there's one item that I remember, like the earring part that I actually purchased, and I'll make sure I share the link with that in my notes. But all the rest is, either from boxes, recent boxes, or from a stash. If I can remember exactly where I got everything, because I set this out a couple days ago and I'm just now getting to it, I will definitely let you know where I got it from. Most of the stuff I do remember. Some of the things it's just from my stash, so I will let you know that for sure. And we're just going to go through 1 pair of earrings at a time and just make some cute earrings to wear. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I'm back and I have with me 5 little dishes here, and they all have 1 completed earring in each one. Sorry, I just realized I didn't plug my phone in, and I know that could be an issue if my battery went low. Anyway, so we're just going to do 1 pair at a time, and as I go through each one, I'll let you know where I may have gotten some of the stuff. So let's just go ahead and set these other ones aside out of our way for right now, and let's work on the first pair. So this earring is just on a piece of Coriana chain. You can get the Coriana chain from Beadbox Bargains online, and if you are actually a subscriber to Bargain Beadbox, you can get 30% off the price. So that's quite a good deal. So they sell it by the foot, I believe. I'm still working off stuff that I bought quite a while back. I went through an Etsy dealer, and these beaded beads are actually from oh my goodness, I think they were from Dee Dee's Deluxe Bead Box, I believe, if I can remember correctly, for May, if I can remember correctly, but that's what those are from. So you might be able to find them on their website. I'm sorry, I have to keep clearing my throat. I'm not sure, but if you have any, like, round focal bead that you want to use, you can use that in place of a beaded bead. I just use these because I had 2 of them, and I wasn't having them planned out for anything else. So for this one, what you're going to need is you're going to need your focal bead. Or if you're really talented, I am not, but you can make your own beaded bead. I do want to learn how to make them because I think they'd be really fun to make. And you're going to need about 2.5 inches of Coriana chain in whatever choice of metal that you want. And you're going to need just a couple other beads. I chose metallic spacer beads. I have a large faceted round and a small faceted round that I'm using. You'll need a couple crimp tubes. You'll need a crimp cover if you choose. You don't have to use a crimp cover. I used it because it just gave the bottom of my earring more finished look. Hoping I can see I need to fix my crimp cover. And then you're going to need a clamshell link there and an ear wire. So again, the choice of metal is all up to you. And these are super simple earrings to make, so I'll show you how you make them. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your crimp tube on the bottom of your wire, and you're not going to use your natural crimping pliers like you would, because you're working on Coriana chain. Those crimping pliers would just tear it apart. So you want to use just your flat, or your chain nose pliers to just flatten it out. And you're going to need to give it a couple good firm squeezes, okay? And then you can test it to make sure it's going to stay just by pulling on it. And it looks like it's going to stay just fine. So I'm not going to put the crimp cover on it yet. I want to get the rest of my stuff on first. So I chose to use this larger spacer bead and then bead it on my focal and then put the small one on top. Okay? And then to finish that part off, then you're just going to want to put on your clamshell connector there, and you're going to want to put on your crimp tube again. Now you want to stay pretty close to the end. You're going to have like a little, maybe just a little bit hanging out the top, and that's okay because your clamshell will cover that up. And you're just going to do the same thing and just squeeze until you get it flat, and then give it a test because you can always put a new one on if it didn't take. And then once you have that done, just gently close up your clamshell. And then you can take your ear wire and hook your ear wire right onto that clamshell, just like so. Really super simple pair of earrings. Okay, and now this is the part that you don't need to do if you don't want to. I don't like fooling with these things from time to time, but I just really thought that it gave the earring a nice finished look. So I'm putting my crimp cover on over top of my crimp, and it takes a little maneuvering sometimes to get it exactly right, but just take your time. We're not in a hurry. And then once you know you have it in a good position, just gently and slowly close your crimp cover. They're pretty malleable, so if you do make a mistake, you can usually kind of correct it. But the goal is just to kind of make it look like a little bit of a bead. Kind of get rid of that little opening there. Okay, so there is our first pair of earrings. And I think they turned out really cute. They're really pretty, very springy. Let me just bring you in a little bit closer, I think. There we go. Very, very cute. So we'll go ahead and put those aside. Okay, next is this earring, and I'm using lever back ear wires. These lever back ear wires actually came from Temu, and I've used them quite often, and they're actually really good, and they're very inexpensive. The beads that you see here, all of these came from that Dee Selects bead box for May. You have some sandstone, can't remember now, and then the spacers and this cute little check glass bead. So we're just going to do the same thing here with this one. I'll dump those out. Okay, and the first thing we'll do is we'll go from the bottom up. So we have our head pin. I'm using a ball head pin, and I'm going to, I just noticed I have like a little, sorry, I'm like a squirrel. There's like a little spot where it's sticking out there, and I don't like that. I didn't catch that earlier. All right, so we're gonna use our head pin, and we're gonna go ahead and put one of these nice little gold spacers on. Again, you can use whatever ear wires you want. If you want to use lever back ones, Temu changes from time to time. Otherwise, I would share a link, but there's no guarantee that that would even be available. That's a random bead that doesn't belong. So, and I have my little flat spacer. I have my little round check glass, this really cute little check glass floral square piece. And then we're going to do a wrapped loop for this one. Okay, and then we can cut off what we don't need. Make sure anything pokey is squished in. There we go. Then the next one, we have our spacer, our flat gold spacer, our square gemstone, and then our round check glass spacer on top. And these I just did a simple loop, so we're just going to bend at the top of that bead, cut off what we don't need, leave yourself about 1/4 of an inch or so, and then just roll that right back onto itself. Just make sure your loop is closed all the way. And then we can go ahead and just connect that right to this bottom one. I'm so sorry, I just got really raspy all of a sudden, probably because I sat down to do something. All right, so I did give myself some extra beads in case like one went rolling or something. I didn't have to go try to find one. So the next one is the same thing. We use our little gold spacer. And then put on our square gemstone bead. And then our little round bead. Whoops. See, like that, it could have went flying and I would have needed a spare. All right, and then just going to bend that over, cut it off, and then just roll it back. Come on, there we go. Okay, so, and just like the last one, we're just gonna open that up, connect it to this one, and then we'll open up this top one and connect it to our ear wire. I will show you all these earrings on me when we're done. We'll do like a little fashion show, but there's those earrings, and I think these are really pretty too. Very cute. I think they could be worn dressy or very casual. All right, so put those aside. The next one is this super fun cha-cha hoop, okay? So we got a flower, we got some cha-cha business going on. We got a couple flowers, actually. We got a bellflower, we got a little rose, we got a chrysanthemum, and look at all these cute little dangly beads. We have so much going on with this one. And this is a beadable hoop. So I ruined one of them because I took this off and I now have to glue it back on. So we're not using that one right now, but I figured out that all you have to do is take off the earring back and you can bead it on this way. So simple, so simple. So these I got on Amazon. I got them in gold and I got them in silver, and those I will share the link with you because I know I just ordered them recently. So let's go ahead and lay that one down for a second. And this one takes a little bit to put together. So here is that earring, and we have the little back here. All right, we have our bellflower. I have a couple of these little guys made up, and I'm gonna have to refer back to how I did some of these because I think some of them I have like put together. So we'll just kind of go through these together. All right, so the one thing I didn't do is I didn't grab my eye pins and head pins. Let me grab that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we got some head pins and some eye pins. I'm just gonna scoop some of these out. I don't remember how many I'm gonna need. I know I need a lot more head pins than I do eye pins, so we're just gonna, and I'm using the ball head pins so I can do wrap loops on each one. All right, so let's make our big beads first, our big pieces. So for the chrysanthemum, I used an eye pin, and we beaded on one of these little check glass spacers. I know all my little tiny beads that I'm using, all these little baby beads I'm using, came from Beadbox Bargain's website, but I ordered them like last year, so the colors may be different. But if you don't have the same beads that I have, it's okay. You can make this necklace with whatever colors you have. I'm just using tiny like 3 and 4 millimeter beads as my little dangles. So, I mean, you got your classic crystal bicones. I think everybody's got that. And then all these little faceted, like the yellow ones are faceted, the aqua ones are just rounds, and these are like, oh, that's a little random one too. I don't know how that happens. Get them out of there. So anyway, we're gonna just do a regular simple loop here. Let's cut off what we don't need. I feel like all my earrings are very summery, which is probably what we all need right now anyway. We all want some nice, fun, summery earrings, stuff that we can wear, you know, every day or whatever. Okay, and the next one we did on a head pin, and we did, this one's connected to this. It's our little bellflower, and I used one of these little aqua beads here, and then put the bellflower right over it, like that, to make our little bloom. Just a cute little flower. And this one we did a wrap loop because we do have it on a skinnier head pin. So we do want to do a wrap loop, because if you just did a simple loop, it would come undone and it would be a mess. You would lose your little flower. All right, I'm just going to give that a good wrap and straighten that loop, and then cut off what we don't need. All right, and then we're just going to hang it from the bottom here. And I'm not going to string any of this stuff on yet because I have to do it in the same order as I did the other stuff. So we're just going to make our little pile, and I'm not going to keep you to have to like look at all these. And these were just like little extras that I did. I think, do I actually need, oh yeah, I did do them. Okay, good. All right, so I had to think about it for a minute because, like I said, I set this up like a few days ago, and I'm just now getting around to it. So let's go ahead and do this little guy here. So we have one of these done up already, so we don't need to do our simple hoops for that one. And we just need one of these little red ones and one of these little yellow ones. Oop, yellow. And we did a wrap loop on this one as well. And then we can just go ahead and take one of these beads and open up the one end and string these right onto that. Just like so. And then we'll set him aside because we'll use him in a few minutes. Okay. Next we have is this really pretty Amazonite rose. And this I got from, I know the chrysanthemum came from a sale from Sam's bead box. Same with this. It was on one of the live sales. If you guys haven't caught any of those live sales yet, you really need to. You need to download the app and create your account. And when they send you a text or an email, however you decide to get your alerts, saying that there's a live sale, you need to join it because they have some phenomenal beads that they end up putting at really good sale prices. And some of them, they even do like an extra sale on top of it whenever they are doing this. Like they'll slash the price right there in front of you on the screen. And I found some very, very pretty beads. I've gotten my turquoise chips from there and, you know, at a really good price. So if you're looking for stuff like that, you really should check it out. I think you'd be really happy that you did. And then they ship every Friday. So they have several live sales all week, and they hang on to your purchase all week long. So let's say if you wanted to do like attend 3 live sales and you found one thing from each one, you're going to be paying shipping, which is a flat $5 for each one of your sales. But what they'll do is they'll combine them on Friday and then credit you back the shipping they didn't need. So it's pretty cool. So then you actually have like more bead money on their site that you can spend later. All right, so now all the rest of these, there's another little random one. Where are all these little random beads coming from? The rest of these we are going to just do wrapped loops for. And I want to make sure I got all the ones I needed. I'm pretty sure I did. If not, I have others on standby. But I'm going to try to just go through these a couple at a time and just kind of slide them across to make sure I had them all. I mean, I counted them, but you guys know that I don't always come to the table fully prepared. So we'll do a few together, and then I will do the rest off camera, and then we'll come back to put them all on that earring so you can see how that works in case you've never used those kinds of hoops. I absolutely love them, and they have that little stopper at the end so that you don't have to worry about things like flying off the back of your earring. So it's really cool. All right, so there's one. And then let's do a clear one, because that one's next. And I do have all the rest of these beads hanging out over there just in case I did count wrong. So let's do like 4 of these together, 4 little wrap loops, and then I'll just do the rest off camera. Then next I need a turquoise one and a yellow one. Okay, there's our turquoise one and our yellow one. And there we go. All right, you guys, I will pause this. I'll finish doing the rest of these beads and we'll come back together in just a second. Okay, everyone, I have all of my little dangles made, and now we can put them on the earring. Just cleaning up all my little shrapnel here that I have. All right, and we're gonna start with what's back here, and I'm just gonna follow along with what I did. So I did a red one back here and a blue one. And see, it just fits over so nice. And then I did a clear. Then I did a red and a clear. Then I did a yellow and a red and a blue. So yellow, red, blue. I did a clear, and then I did that double one. So I did a clear, did this little guy. I did the one with the chrysanthemum on it. And then I did the one with the Amazonite rose. And what's great about this Amazonite rose is it has that rose pattern on both sides, so it's very detailed. All right, so then we have yellow, and well, clear then yellow. So clear, yellow, put that on there. We have red then clear. And then blue then clear. And then yellow, blue, clear, red. Yellow, blue, clear. Get on there, get on there. And then red. All right. And then you want to make sure when you do store them, though, that you are remembering to put your backs on them, that you just don't sling them down somewhere, because they will come off the part where your back is supposed to go. All right, so here are our fun hoop earrings. These are so cute, so fun, super dangly and sparkly. And there's one pair of those. And again, I will put the link for the hoops themselves from Amazon on here for you. Okay, next one that we're doing is we just have this, and I know this might look funny to you, but we're doing it this way for a reason. So this is the finished earring. The next earring is going to be opposite of that. So we're going to do We're gonna do them backwards, okay? So these drops are from one of my check glass boxes from Craftica. I believe it was probably May. So yeah, it's from that. So these were just doing opposite, just something different and fun. All right. And you know, a lot of people have been saying that these like the opposite earrings are, you know, becoming really popular. The ones that are like, you know, upside down on one, and people are really liking them. So let's go ahead and do this one on the bottom here first, because that's going to be, we work from the bottom up, and we're just doing a simple loop with all of these. And I'm using a heavy duty head pin here. So we're just doing a simple loop because we don't want to try to wrap loop this. And just make sure you get that closed all the way. Okay. Then we are going to take our eye pin and we're going to feed on our yellow. We're keeping the colors in the same order except for the green bead basically. So we're doing our yellow, our little twisty spacer, which that, oh my goodness. I think that came in a Jesse James bead box, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think so, you guys. All right, another simple loop. Of course, any spacer works, any beads work. You don't have to do this with like the teardrop shape. I just chose them because in the box I got them as a pair, and I'm like, oh, that'd be a perfect earring. So you don't have to use that. You can use anything that you have. And I'm just using your regular stainless ear wire to go with it. I'm loving all the colors. And if you notice, like some of these I borrowed from that one. So you really don't need a ton of supplies to make this work. Like you can just whip out, you know, 5 pairs of really cool earrings with whatever you have. And like I said, they may not be exactly like mine, but you know what? The style will be the same. And that's what you're getting from this is like, the style of something and how you can make it work. All right, we're gonna hook all these little guys together. And we're just going to hook our little ear wire right onto there. And there is another pair of earrings. Very cute. See, I think that looks like it's going to be fun to wear. All right, I'm going to clean this up for a minute. I have one more pair of earrings to show you guys up there. Okay, the next pair of earrings is going to be done on I did antique bronze, and it's one of those drops again with the bead cap and the bead at the bottom, but I did cute little dangles from a jump ring and from the top of the wrap loop on here, and I'll show you how I ended up doing this. But I thought that would be a really cute earring, something that seems a little more going out to dinner kind of thing. All right, so we have this guy, we have our ball head pins. And if we need more, I can grab more, but I don't think we will need more, but those are like famous last words for me, so. And I have my little bead cap, our wire, a 4mm jump ring, and a few different purple beads. So we have some that are more of a solid purple. We have some more that are like a grape purple, and then like almost like a dusty light purple. So I just picked a bunch of different purples to put them all together. So let's do the bottom first. So we know we have our bead cap for this, and we use the more grapey color at the bottom there, followed by our bead cap and our teardrop bead. These purple ones were also from the Craftica box, same box that the green ones came. And I had a pair of them, so I'm like, okay, we'll make an earring. All right, so we're gonna do a wrap loop here. You want it to be big enough, though, the loop to be big enough that you can fit some other wrap loops in. This one I don't think will be, if I feel like we're at a point where we could skip a few, we will, but I think I'd really like you to see how it came together as one whole process here. All right, so after we get rid of what we don't need from that, squish down anything sharp and pokey, just lay that right there. All right, so now what we have is we have 8 beads total. We have 4 hanging off the wrap loop, and we have 4 hanging off the jump ring, okay? So it's like 2 on each side, jump ring, 2 on each side, and then the ear wire. So very easy. And these, it's not gonna matter what color you put them on first. You know, I was just really trying not to get 2 colors by each other. The important thing to remember is that you're going to wrap it right onto it. Don't be like me and wrap it and be like, oh, well, now I actually have to like either take it off or do something else. All right, so we're just gonna put that loop through our other loop, hang on to it, and let's do a nice little wrap here. Okay, just need to go around a few times. And then let's do another one. There we go. And it looks like it would take a little bit to put together, but it really doesn't. It goes by actually pretty fast. It's a pretty fast pair of earrings, honestly. It's not bad. So just continue wrapping. Okay. And let's put this guy right here. Oops. Okay. And we need one more for the bottom. Let's do this one. Actually, let's do this one. Okay. Oh, I almost went into the motion to do it. It's like second nature to just start wrapping. Actually got to really stop and think, what am I doing? All right. And then I did find the easiest way to do this is to put the jump ring on first and then wrap everything else onto it, because by the time you put all those beads on that jump ring, it's so hard to open and close that you just, you know, it's just hard. So I'll show you what I mean in a second here. All right, so now I'm gonna make sure that I have two wrap beads, two on each side of the loop. Like, so if the jump ring is gonna go right there, then I'll have 2 beads on each side. So let's go ahead and get that jump ring opened up. And let's just try to make sure we're keeping our beads organized here on the loop. And we are. Okay, so let's close that up. Oh, I'm gonna need some more ball head pins. Hold on one second, I'm gonna grab 2 more ball head pins. Okay, I'm back. And let's go ahead and just get these on there. Same process as before. It's real quick, real easy. And again, if you don't have the same beads as I have, it's okay. You can absolutely make this from any beads that you have in your stash. Just find beads that you like, put together, and make them. All right. And I kind of feel like everyone has those teardrop beads in their stash, and they're like, yeah, I'll make something with it eventually. And then it just kind of sits there, and you're like, well, maybe I should make something with it. All right, so I'm just gonna lay that down flat there. Do one of these. This can get a little fiddly because you are cramming like a lot of beads into one tiny little area, but it just makes it look so good. It makes it look so nice and full, and just super sparkly and super dangly, and just a lot of fun. All right, so let me see how I have this. So those 2, I want those 2 on this side, and now we're going to do 2 on the other side. Just want to make sure I'm grabbing it right. All right, let's do this one first. You guys, today I forgot to wear earrings. I wore a bracelet, I wore a necklace, but I got to work and I'm like, I don't have earrings on. I'm like, how in the world does that happen? And I'm like, well, that's okay. I'm about to try on 5 pairs of earrings when I get home anyway. So I went all day without earrings, and I kept touching my ear like all day and knowing that it's not there. I have to tell you a funny story. So when my kids were little, my husband at the time, the kids' dad, he'd have to leave before me in the morning, and I would drop Ashley and Will both off when they were little at the daycare person who lived in my neighborhood. And Ashley would catch a bus, and William was just a little guy, so he wasn't going to school yet, and he was still in diapers. And so I had to get myself ready, get 2 kids ready and out the door. And I always put like some makeup on, and like when my kids were little, I would do minimum. So like I would do like a quick like moisturizer, sometimes a tinted moisturizer, and some powder just to help with any kind of shine, and then just a little bit of eyeshadow and some mascara because I'm blonde. My lashes, you can't see my lashes, so I would always make sure I had mascara on. So I got the kids ready, got myself ready. They were gonna eat breakfast at Miss Kelly's. That was my daycare person. And so out the door we went. And I remembered everything. I remembered my work stuff. I remembered Ashley's book bag. I remembered Will's diaper bag and everything. And I thought I was doing good, and dropped the kids off, hugs and kisses, got back in my car. I don't think Kelly really noticed. I mean, it was early and it was still, somewhat dim in her kitchen when I was dropping the kids off. And so she didn't notice, otherwise she probably would have told me, and she would have probably helped me out right there at her house. But I got in my car and I headed out of my neighborhood, got to the stop sign. Something made me look in the rearview mirror and look at my reflection. And when I did, I noticed I had mascara on one eye and not the other. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have to go right by like a grocery store, like a 24-hour grocery store. So I stopped there, ran in, grabbed a tube of mascara that I thought might be close to what I had. And I just kept that one in my purse for such emergencies. So yeah, I almost went to work with only one eye done. Okay, so here are our cute little grapevine earrings. That's what it reminds me of. It's so purple, so pretty. And I think they almost look a little bit elegant. Like I think you could wear them out for a night on the town. And there is our 5th pair of earrings. We have some very fun and playful earrings today. And it was so much fun to make these and come up with some ideas around the beads that I had. Just a ton of fun. And I will turn this around and I'll try on all those pairs for you, and I think you'll love them. All right, you guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm trying to pull my hair back so you can see my ears better. Here's our little ball ones. And you can still do this if you want shorter earrings. Just cut this in half. I use 2.5 inches. Just use like, you know, like an inch or 1.5 inches worth of chain and do it. And you can still have like a shorter pair of earrings. I just tend to really like long earrings. And so that's that pair. I think they turned out really cute. Next are these. I feel all the pressure when I'm trying to put an earring in on camera. All the pressure. You can do it, Jody. Okay. And then here are these earrings. I think these turned out really cute too. And again, you can't shorten the style. Maybe you don't want to do 3 beads. Maybe you just want to do 2 and do one color here, one color there. And that would be cute too. So you don't have to make these as long as what I made them. You can definitely shorten them. So there's that pair. And then we have these really cute hoop earrings. Now the hoop earrings on Amazon, I saw that they do have a smaller size in the gold, but only the bigger size in the silver. So I ordered the same size for both. I might order the smaller size in the gold just so you guys can see them and I can make some shorter earrings of them. But then here's these. So these are fun, super bold. I just think they're a really cute earring. So it would look really cute if you had your hair up, you know, in like a cute little bun or something. Yeah, I think they're really cute. They're kind of tropical in a way. All right, and they do come with the backs, so you don't have to worry about having ear nuts or anything like that for them. Then here's our purple ones that we did. So now those are shorter and they're really cute. They have all that sparkle going on here. Bunch of cute little beads. Those turned out really cute. And then the last one are green, like one going one way, one going the other way earrings. And there they are. And that's a lot of fun. I think that is really fun. And I think I plan on wearing those tomorrow. I think I have something this would go with perfectly tomorrow. So anyway, that's 5 pairs of earrings, you guys. We did that in just a short period of time, really, including like the cutout time, maybe about an hour, but not so bad, pretty easy, but lots of fun. And I mean, I just added 5 new pairs of earrings to my wardrobe by digging through my stash. So absolutely dig through your stash, see what you can find. I will link those hoops for you. If you haven't done so, please like the videos. They really help us. They help with you know, our algorithm to, you know, so maybe more people will see us. If you haven't subscribed yet, but you're watching, please subscribe. It really does help. Those are 2 things that you can do that really help out this channel. and we are growing, and we'd like to continue to grow. It's very special, and I think Wendy would be really proud of every single one of us right now, and how wonderful we have kept up with this community and made such great friends with each other. So I'm so happy to have every single one of you in my life, even those of you who never commented or I've never spoken to. So blessed to have you here. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. If you have friends who are thinking about doing jewelry, let them know about us. That would be really great. I'd really appreciate that so much. All right, you guys, I love you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm sure that I will have something fun for us to do tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.